Okay, so this was our giant sunflower that we grew. This one got to be 10 feet tall and got a nice big head, but I just came outside and found a squirrel out here. He's been munching on some of my sunflowers. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut that one as well as that one back there, I think, down. That one's not quite ready to come down, but I'm really concerned that if I leave it much longer, I'm not gonna get to it. And I really wanna roast these sunflower seeds, you guys, so I'm gonna steal them from the squirrel. By the way, I should tell you, this squirrel was actually caught in the backyard by my chickens last week, and it's missing some fluff from its tail. The ladies did not take too kindly to it being back there trying to get their treats that they were eating. So yeah, that squirrel, it's looking a little light in the tail these days. All right, I gotta try to figure out how I'm gonna get to this big tall one. Probably have to pull the plant mostly over. So yeah, can't film that. I'll need all hands. All right, bye. All right, so I got that big head down and this is what I see. The little squirrel has been over here. I'll get in a little closer if I can, making his way through this. He ate the edge, he or she, and then has come in here and started removing seeds. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut the part off that he's been nibbling on. Just, I don't know, germs, I guess. It kind of creeps me out a little bit. So I'm gonna cut that part off, but I wanted to kind of show you guys on this head. I know we had talked before in a video about how the sunflower itself is not one massive flower, but it's actually tons of these tiny little flowers, and behind each one is where we are getting our seed from. So let me take my glove off. All right, so behind each one of these, so if we just kind of reach in here and pinch up one of these flowers, there it is. All right, so you can see the base of that flower and where it's connected there. This is the actual little bloom itself up here on the top. And so there are just tons of these on here. So what I'm gonna do is just kind of wipe my hand across here and see if any of these are ready to fall off, and they are. Look at that. So before I take this in the house, I like to rub these off. I'm not sure if that's the right thing to do or not, but it's just what I do. It just means less mess where I hang these in my house. Worst case that might happen out here is maybe I'm gonna drop a couple of seeds out here. Well, you know, no big deal. Maybe they will decide to grow on their own out here. So some of these seeds, I'm not sure if they are fully mature, all of them. I would have liked to have left this on the plant a little while longer, but again, if I do that, I'm just gonna lose it all to the little squirrel. So I'm not gonna let that happen. So yeah, so a lot of those are coming off. Look at that. So all those little blooms come off, and there's all the seeds right behind it. So there we go. There's some of your typical striped seeds you can see in there. The ones on the outside are always bigger than the others. I'm usually gonna, let me get my hand in here. There we go. Usually gonna go ahead and let these finish off on the head. Like I said, I would have liked to have seen a lot of this mature a little more, but for the sake of keeping our seeds, we're just gonna go ahead and take them off. So that's what our seeds are looking like. And of course, that's the hard casing on the outside. If I was gonna roast these, I could do that. Or I'm trying to pop this one open here. They're not quite as easy to pop before they're roasted, because obviously when they're roasted, they're dried out. So let's see if I can get into it. All right, sorry about the photography there, people. All right, did I get it? I did. Trying to open them up for you. Probably be easier if I just pause this. All right, there. Got into the little kernel, that little seed, the actual little seed part is right inside there. So I don't know how you guys like to eat them. Let me know. Some people like to just take these seeds themselves and eat just that little white seed part. Other people eat the whole thing. Some people roast them in here, and there's lots of different ways you can do it. So yeah, that's that. I'm gonna get the rest of these cut down. I'm gonna scrape off the rest of the little bits of flour here. the pollen here and cut off the part that the squirrel was eating. And I'm just gonna let all this fall right back into my garden. Again, maybe a seed will fall, maybe another will grow. If not, there's nothing wrong with this. It's just organic material going back into the garden, so that's perfectly fine. So I'm gonna get the rest of my heads cleaned up, and that's it for me today. Just going ahead and getting our sunflowers down. So I hope you guys are having a beautiful Monday, and we'll talk to you later.